depressed, perplexed, discouraged, hopeful, fulfilled, rejoicing.
Now, just like before, people are longing for relief from the strain and the stress, from the discouragement, from the depression. What they want is rescue. Would you join me as we dive into Luke chapter 2 and take another look at the Christmas story, specifically at 4 responses that I think you're going to find parallel those words you heard at the very beginning. And they may even parallel where you are today. So 4 groups, 4 kinds of responses. Your first response are the angels. These guys are kind of on the inside. You know, they've got that backstage pass. They know what's going on behind the scenes. And they can't get enough, and they can't wait to go tell the story to somebody else. Your second group, those are the shepherds. And these guys would have grown up in or around Bethlehem. They would have been associated with the stories about the Messiah supposed to be born there. But you know what? After a certain amount of time, after a certain amount of generations, all of that just begins to sound like a lot of fairy tale. But they check that message out. And that leads us to the third group. The third group are the wanderers. See, they were the crowd around that barn. And those shepherds came in and they shared what had happened to them. And those people begin to wonder. But you know what wondering is? It's just another way to say maybe. But that's where wanderers stay. They get stuck in the maybe. And then you got your fourth group. Your fourth group are your Marys. See, they're the ones that received the message. They know to rejoice in that message. But now circumstances have challenged that message, or at least the one they thought they knew. And so now you've got a new circumstance in front of you. 4 groups, 4 kinds of responses. So which group do you belong to? Are you intimately aware of who the Father is? Are you enraptured by his heart and the fact that he chose the barn to be born in? And you can't wait to tell the world just how much the world means to him. Or are you like the shepherds, sort of in pursuit of truth, testing those signs, pressing into those truths, and discovering that it's real? Or maybe you're sitting on the sideline, wondering. You've never fully embraced it. You've never just pressed in. You're stuck in that maybe. You're stuck on the side of, I'm not quite ready to commit. Always wondering and never entering worship. Or maybe you're like Mary. Just like those shepherds, she had her day in the sun where the angel visited her, brought that message, she received it and went away rejoicing. But circumstances change. And now she's questioning. That precious faith that she has, it's under attack. and she is working with everything she's got to protect it. Maybe that's you. Here's what I know. There is joy in Christmas. But you got to see it. And you got to embrace it. And you got to trust the message. It is a transcendent experience that recognizes the beauty of God, His humility, and His commitment to us. It embraces the promises. It trusts them when things aren't making sense. So why not transcend your moment? Step in to Christmas and join the angels and the shepherds who rejoiced that Christmas Eve.